Hey there guys, and welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me in this video. So, it looks like Five Nights at Freddy's 2 teaser trailer has officially dropped online, guys. This is pretty damn exciting. I did really enjoy that first Five Nights at Freddy's movie. There was a bit to be desired with some parts of it though. Some parts were lackluster, but it's the first movie out in the franchise, or what hopes to be a franchise, so there's always improvements that they can make. And I'm hoping that the, some of the comments and feedback from the first movie that didn't work for a lot of people, I hope they take that on board and they improve it for this second movie. But this teaser trailer that they dropped for Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I think it looks pretty cool. It looks promising. I'm excited to see where it goes. And let's dive into this article, break down the news and information, and we'll take a look at the trailer as well. So this comes to us from Bloody Disgusting. Watch the first official Five Nights at Freddy's 2 teaser trailer. Yeah, there's a lot of fans of this franchise. It's a really, really big gaming franchise now. There's extensive lore over probably like 5, 6, 7 games, something like that. I'm not a person who ever played these games in depth. I don't have an in-depth knowledge of the lore, but I know there's a lot of people out there that are really, really like big aficionados of this franchise, and they like all the lore, and they know all the names to the characters and all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of people that are very, very excited for this movie. So, welcome back. Are you ready to start the show? Fresh out of Universal's CinemaCon presentation tonight, which was obviously yesterday, Blumhouse has unleashed Five Nights at Freddy 2 teaser trailer. And before we go any further, let's just check out this image actually. I forgot to do that at the beginning. So, I know this is Freddy Fazbear, I think he's called. Obviously, this is the main titular character of the franchise, kind of the face of the franchise, if you like. And it looks like we're at some sort of fun fair outside. And we have the robotic Freddy Fazbear here, and he looks creepy as hell. The one thing that they did really, really well was the animatronics in that first movie. They looked absolutely fantastic. They looked really, really good. And it looks like it's going to be much of the same here, and it's a pretty fun picture here, seeing Freddy Fazbear. So, Blumhouse has also confirmed that the upcoming horror sequel will be released only in theaters on December 5th, 2025, so don't expect a Peacock premiere until 2026. So it looks like they decided to release it at the beginning of December, so if you're into a fun festive season, you can go and check out Five Nights at Freddy's 2 during the Christmas season. I'm not sure if it's going to have any relevance to Christmas within this movie. It may do. We'll have to wait and see. So, anyone can survive 5 nights. This time, there will be no second chances. So I'm sure we're going to get a lot of new extended animatronic characters that we didn't see in the first movie. I'm sure there's a lot more of these animatronic characters that are going to be on murderous rampages. Like I say, I'm not familiar with all the characters, but it'll be great to see what other variations there's going to be. So Blumhouse's box office horror phenomenon, Five Nights at Freddy's, the highest grossing horror film of 2023, begins a blood-chilling new chapter of animatronic terror this December. So based on Scott Cawthon's blockbuster horror game franchise, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is again directed by the acclaimed returning filmmaker Emma Tammy, The Wind Blood Moon. The first film followed Mike, a troubled young man who reluctantly takes a job as a night security guard at an abandoned themed restaurant, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, hoping it will help him retain custody of his young sister. This fateful decision instead drags him into the black heart of a supernatural nightmare. Mike's story continues in the upcoming sequel. Yeah, I mean, he's played by Josh Hutcherson? I think the actor's called. And he's a pretty talented actor. I think he was in the Hunger Games franchise as well. He's a great actor, and I would love to see the guy in more stuff. But he did a great job in the first Five Nights at Freddy's. He was one of the strong points of the movie, I think. And I do find his story interesting, so diving more into the narrative and plot threads of his kind of backstory and how it ties into the animatronics and stuff like that is going to be pretty interesting. What little we know about the upcoming sequel so far is that Matthew Lillard will be back. Matthew Lillard, man, that guy can do no wrong in my opinion. And he was playing like the big bunny rabbit, like the big evil bunny rabbit character. I completely forgot what the bunny rabbit's called, so forgive me for my ignorance on that, but like I say, I'm not an aficionado of this franchise. But he did a great job in that first movie, and I thought he was really, really cool to see him, and it's great that he's coming back. He told Forbes this past Halloween season, I will say that I think the filmmaker's done a great job of learning from the first movie and what fans want, and I think they're giving a lot more of that. It's going to be more exciting, and I think it's going to have more action. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was saying near the beginning of the video. It looks like there was a lot to be desired in that first movie, but The fact that they've taken the feedback on board from what the fans want, you know, kind of upping the action, upping the stakes and the tension a bit more, and giving a little bit more action. And I think, you know, they've learned from the feedback and they're going to improve that on the second movie going forward. There's no doubt in my mind that this is going to turn into a big franchise because it's such a big IP, and that first movie was so popular and it made a lot of money and did really, really well. It did great business for Blumhouse, so I think they are fully intending on turning this into a franchise. Also, back handling the animatronics is Jim Henson's Creature Shop, which is one of the best in the business, and the animatronics were second to none. They were just really, really fantastic. So let's go over to YouTube here quickly and check out some of the feedback before we finish off the video here. Let's just go forward on the trailer here and see what we can see. Oh, we'll just leave that for a second, actually. So let's go down. So from Universal Pictures, it debuted 12 hours ago. It's got 3,743,000 views from 12 hours ago. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. And it's #1 on trending as well. That goes to show you how much people are looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's as a franchise. Nearly 4 million views in 12 hours and trending #1. Crazy. 359,000 likes, 1.7 thousand dislikes. And yeah, I mean, the anticipation is palpable. People just can't get enough of this franchise. If the song It's Been So Long comes out, it will break the internet. The fact that it started as a simple indie game from a man trying to support his family is just amazing, showing that the biggest things come from small starts. Yeah, I mean, someone's going to do a documentary, or they should even do a movie based on the story of that guy starting the game, and then it spreading into this worldwide phenomenon. That in of itself, as a movie, would be really, really interesting. Toy Chica going in for the kill, Mangle smashing the window, Toy Bonnie with a knife, and Toy Freddy booking it to you. The toys are killing it. There you go, guys. That's some of the names there. I apologize, I don't know the names, but Mangle smashing the window. Okay, so that's the one smashing the window. It's impressive how good the animatronics look in these movies. The animatronics look great, getting more horror vibes this time around. Please tell me at some point it will be heard. It's been so long and it's already the best movie in the world. We hope the film will have several fan songs. Mangle breaking the window had me jump out of my seat with hype. We're always coming back for this one. And we'll read a couple more. Mangle getting hit by the car. It's happening, boys. Taking the animatronics outside of their natural environment has always been a terrifying idea of these animatronics. Since now you know they're not safe outside the pizzeria. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, exploring what's going on outside of the pizzeria is the way to expand the franchise. You can't have like 5 different films where they're all inside the pizzeria. That would become sort of a redundant franchise after a while. So they have to explore the wider world around what's going on in this franchise. But there we go, guys. So that's some of the feedback on the trailer, and nearly 4 million views in 12 hours just for this small teaser trailer. That goes to show you how excited people are for the continuation of the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise. But guys, you see the trailer, this information, and the amount of views and likes on the trailer. What do you think about this? Are you interested in watching Five Nights at Freddy's 2? And just jump down in the comment section. Let me know with your thoughts, comments, and opinions. Cannot wait to hear your feedback on what you think of this teaser trailer. As always, guys, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. Consider becoming a subscriber of the channel if you haven't done so far. It goes a long way to helping the channel, so I really, really appreciate that. And as always, I will see you in the next video.